we learned about preparation of colloids and its purification. So, you are familiar that colloids are of two types, lyophilic and lyophobic. Lyophilic is easily prepared, but lyophobic need special method. So, what are their method? This we study now. So, preparation of colloid. Colloids can be prepared by three methods: by chemical method, by electrical disintegration or Briggs arc method, and by peptidation. So first, by chemical methods. So chemical method also takes place in various ways. The one way is double decomposition reaction. So, with the help of double decomposition reaction, you can prepare arsenic sulfide salt. How we prepare arsenic sulfide salt? So, we are taking arsenic oxide. When arsenic oxide is treated with hydrogen sulfide, you get arsenic sulfide. Because two compounds participate and two new compounds are formed, it means this is the example of double decomposition. The next is oxidation. By oxidation, sulfur salt is prepared. In this sulfur dioxide react with hydrogen sulfide. Because of oxidation, sulfur salt is formed. Next, reduction. So by reduction, gold salt is prepared. So how gold salt is prepared? When this oleum chloride is treated with formaldehyde or the aqueous solution of oleum chloride treated with formaldehyde, reduction takes place and you get gold salt. The last method of chemical is hydrolysis. By hydrolysis, we prepare iron hydroxide salt. So, when hydrolysis of ferric chloride takes place, you get hydroxide of iron. So, in this way, by chemical method are of four types: double decomposition, oxidation, reduction, and hydrolysis. By double decomposition, we prepare arsenic sulfide salt. By oxidation, we prepare sulfur salt. By reduction, we prepare gold salt. By hydrolysis, we prepare iron hydroxide salt. Now, the second preparation of colloids by Briggs arc method or by electrical disintegration method. In electrical disintegration method, what we are taking? We take one beaker fulfilled with ice cold. This is a one beaker. It is filled with ice. The intake is a freezing mixture. In this beaker, we take another beaker. In this another beaker, we take solution or water in which we put metal electrode and pass the current on it with the help of battery. When you struck this metal electrode, arc is formed by which metal change into iron. What happened? When you struck this two metal electrode, arc is formed, metal change into iron, and lots of heat is liberated. Because you already kept this beaker in a freezing mixture, this vapor condense and mix again in a dispersion medium. Because this process involves dispersion. Dispersion means that metal change into metal ion or metal ion vapor. But this metal ion vapor again condense and mix in the solution. So this process involves dispersion as well as condensation. So in this method, electric arc is struck between the electrode of the metal which is immersed in the dispersion medium. Intense heat produced by the electric spark which vaporize the metal and then condense to form particle of colloidal size. By this method, mostly we prepared colloidal sol of metal like gold, platinum, etc. Now, explanation of Briggs arc method. This Briggs arc method is used to prepare the sol of metals such as platinum, silver, copper or gold. In this method, two electrodes of the same metal whose sol is to be prepared are made and immersed in the dispersion medium. Electric arc is struck between the electrode. Intense heat generated which vaporize the metal. These vapors are condensed immediately in the liquid to give colloidal solution. Now, the last method of preparation of colloids is by peptidation method. So, what is peptidation method? The conversion of precipitate into colloidal solution by adding electrolyte is called peptidation. I repeat, the conversion of precipitate into colloidal solution by addition of an electrolyte is called peptidation. During peptidation, what happens? During peptidation, the precipitate absorbs one of the ion of the electrolyte on its surface. What happened? The precipitate absorbs one of the ion from the electrolyte on its surface. It results the development of positive or negative charge on the precipitate. Because if precipitate develop positive charge, means all the ions of precipitate develop positive charge. It means like charge develop, and you know, if like present, then repulsion takes place. So, this precipitate divided into smaller particles of the size of colloid. For example, suppose you have a precipitate of ferric hydroxide sol, and you mix this ferric hydroxide sol in ferric chloride solution. So, this ferric hydroxide sol absorbs ferric ion on its surface, by which each particles of the precipitate get positive charge. Now, the repulsion takes place between this positive charge particle of precipitate, which break down into smaller size equal to colloidal particles. Now, in this way, you are able to prepare colloid by three methods: by chemical method, by Briggs arc method, and by peptidation method. So, whatever the colloids prepared, it maybe contains some impurities. So, how will you remove these impurities? So, next topic is purification of colloid. So, the purification of colloid can be studied by following method: by dialysis, by electrodialysis, and the last one is ultrafiltration. So first is dialysis. Dialysis is the process of removing a dissolved substance from a colloidal solution by diffusion through a suitable membrane in an apparatus called dialyzer. So, this is a dialyzing bag which is made up of parchment membrane bag. In this membrane bag, you take impure colloid. Impure colloid means colloid contains soluble impurities, and dip this bag in another beaker which contains water. Because this parchment membrane allows only smallest particle to pass through them, so when you dip this membrane bag containing impure colloidal solution in water, only the smallest particle come out from the bag in a water. Now the membrane bag contain only pure colloids. This type of example you see in your daily life when you prepare tea with the help of tea bag. So what you have to do? You take a boiled water in a cup and dip this tea bag again and again in a cup. So after some time you notice the essence of tea come out from the tea bag into the boiled water. And what are the impurities? It remain in the tea bag. Similar process is dialysis. But here this parchment membrane have colloidal pure colloids and impurities come out from the bag. So again explanation. A bag of suitable membrane like animal bladder or parchment paper or cellophane sheet containing colloidal solution is suspended in a vessel which contains fresh water. The molecules and ion diffuse through membrane into the outer water and pure colloidal is left behind. The dialysis process which we learned is a very slow process. If you want to make the process fast, then the same process be repeated in the presence of electric current. Then the name of process is called electrodialysis. So what is electrodialysis? In this method, an electric field is applied across a bag of suitable membrane containing colloid salt with the help of two electrodes. Because the process takes place in presence of two electrodes, so it becomes fast. It is applicable only when one type of electrolyte is present as impurity in the colloid. The last purification method is ultrafiltration method. So what is ultrafiltration method? It is the process of separating the colloidal particles from the solvent and soluble solute by passing colloid through an ultrafilter paper. So what is ultrafilter paper? Actually it is an ordinary filter paper. It is changed into ultrafilter paper by soaking the filter paper in a collodion. So what is collodion? 4% solution of nitrocellulose in a mixture of alcohol and ether solution. It means when ordinary filter paper is dipped in a collodion mixture on hardening followed by formaldehyde, we get ultrafilter paper. So when you filter the colloidal solution with the help of ultrafilter paper, all the impurities are passed away and remaining is colloidal solution. Ultrafiltration is a slow process. Pressure is applied to speed up the process. The colloidal particles collected on the ultrafilter paper are stirred with fresh dispersion medium to get a pure colloid. So, in this module we learned the preparation of colloids and its purification. In the next module we learn about the properties of colloid. Thank you.